Hi guys, I'm coming to you from the bathroom. Ooh, how fancy. I'm going to do my nightly Tatcha routine for you guys. It's very similar to my daytime routine, but I figured since some of you guys may not have used Tatcha before, I would do this just so you could see it in action. Especially since the cleansing oil is a little bit weird. You use it dry on your skin, which I think is kind of strange. But it makes sense if you think about it because oil and water do not mix. So there you have it. Without further ado, I'm going to dive on in. I can't stop. I just need to go to bed. This is the third video I've done today, which is, you know, I figured why not. I have a very full face of makeup on, as you guys can see. So I wanted to show you how well the cleansing oil actually removes makeup. And then I figured I'd follow that up with the deep cleanse. When I have heavy makeup days, I like to use this. Not every time because this is an exfoliant and its particles are pretty large in comparison, especially to like the rice polish that they have. So this is like once or twice a week for me. The rice polish I do use pretty frequently. If they ever come out with a just regular cleanser, I will be very stoked to try that. Then after this, I'm going to follow it up with my essence, which I am, as you can see, reaching the very bottom of. And then I will put on my eye cream, also from Tatcha, which I am also almost out of. Like, it's not even doing a great job of showing you how little I have left. And then I will use my silk cream, which I'm a good little chunk through. And then in a typical world, when I wouldn't be doing this in front of you guys, I would take my neck cream from my neck all the way down to here. And in fact, when I'm done, I will finish doing that. So I will probably put a little bit on my neck, but this is almost gone as well. So, okay. Prepare for it to look really, really bad. Today was a really hard day for me. So my face, I feel like, is showing it so hard, or so badly. Like, I got bags, I got all the things right now. I need like a full 7 hours. Like if I get 6, it's not enough, and if I get 8, it's too much. So I gotta hit that sweet spot of 7 hours. So what you do is you take the cap off and then you squeeze 1 pump in. You can do 2 if you want, but 1's usually enough for me. And then you kind of lather it. See, it's like, it's an oily kind of, the viscosity of it is fairly thin, but it's a little thicker than water. Okay, it's a lot thicker. It's slower moving than water. So anyway, you work it together in your palms. This is gonna look so bad, and I can't believe I'm about to record this for you guys. So, move the hair out of the face. I like to, and my face will get really, really wet, red. I have rosacea, and I have sensitive skin, and whenever I touch it, it just gets very, very red, because it's hateful, and that's okay. Everybody has its thing. Apparently my skin thing is being red and hateful. However, this does not irritate my skin even remotely. So again, just working it in. Now, this is probably enough for most makeup wearers to, you know, get that cleansed off of their face. Me, I'm going to be a little extra and put a half pump more just for my eyes, because I have a lot of eyeliner, I have a lot of mascara. You may not even need this really, because what I like to do is I like to press the palms of my eye, the palms of my eye. I like to press the palms of my hands into my eye, not hard by any means, just kind of gently, and setting the oil against my skin so it sits there for a moment and has time to really adhere to the skin. That way I'm not like pressing really hard on my eye area or rubbing really hard, but boy, it's about to get real. My husband always says I look like a death metal band, like when I do this. It's so bad. Oh my, but boy, it's entertaining, right? So I am just working that off. Like, how funny is this? I'm gonna try and make it as ridiculous as possible. I've never recorded this, so this is mildly entertaining to me as well. And I'm just working it over the eye area, really trying to get it off gently. And I'm not going hard at all. If anybody's taking me seriously right now, I'm really glad. So in any case, I'm just working it around the eye area, trying to gently loosen all of my eye product. I look like a panda, but pandas are cute, and I'm like really creepy. Again, I'm gonna go back with the palms because they're slightly cleaner. Not slightly, they are cleaner. They were cleaner until I touched them. And I'm just doing the same thing, kind of gently massaging my face. Just in case, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm not trying to do any kind of mocking of anybody. This is just what happens when I remove my makeup. So, as a disclaimer, I love everyone, except for people that are jerks. So just don't be a jerk, and I'll probably like you. Okay, again, just kind of rubbing my face, especially my eye area. Removing all traces of the obvious buttloads of makeup that I wore. Smearing around all the bad stuff, okay? Alright, so now that my hands and my face are covered, wow, you can really see my lazy eye right now. I have a lazy eye, sorry, it's real life. In any case, you take really hot water and you can do regular water too, but I prefer really hot water. It says warm water, I think, on the bottle. And you just wash that off of your hands. I have a clean wash rag here that I'm just trying to get warm. My hot water is terrible on this side of the house, so I might have hot water by the time this video is over, which is ridiculous. Even though I did attempt to heat the water before I even started this. So, good times. Alright. Yep. Me and my lukewarm water are going to attempt to still make this video work. So, just wipe your face off. My eye area, try and be gentle. I know washcloths are not ideal for the eye area, but that's what I use. I'm just trying to rid that from my skin. Now, I still have a little bit from it just being there. It's off. Really gently kind of doing that. But really, it does a great job of removing even the heaviest of makeup, which is what I really wanted to show you guys, because I really enjoy it. And it leaves your skin, I mean, you have to do a second cleanse. You can't just leave an oil cleanser on your face. It's not good for your skin in the sense that it's not comedogenic, but it's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's humectant. So it coats your skin. And if you have a bunch, which you do, like I still have traces of makeup on my face, you don't want that stuck on your skin while you sleep. And you definitely don't want to put on any of the rest of your skincare over that without washing it properly. This is just a good first cleanse. Now, I know a lot of the YouTubers I've watched say you don't need a second cleanse, or you don't need to cleanse in the morning necessarily. That's up to you. For me, I still like to do one because I do occasionally sweat during my sleep because I have blood sugar problems. So I sweat when I sleep. Not like crazy, but you know, I like to feel refreshed in the morning. So I do a cleanse both at night and in the morning. Okay. And I'm not doing any more than just pressing and gently going around my eye. Okay. Very gently. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with the, ooh, I got some in my eye. All's well. Okay. I'm going to go in with the deep cleanse. And for me, I don't know what's up with this bottle. I don't know if mine is messed up or if this is how they all come. Or if there is another way and I'm screwing this up and there's like if there's a way to pump this instead of just like leaving it open like that and then squeezing some out, please let me know in the comments below because your girl hates doing this. Okay, so I'm just putting a dollop in my hand, probably about slightly bigger than pea size because I've got kind of a chubby face. And then I'm just adding a tiny bit of water to it. And I'm working it between my hands. And I'm going to try and get as good of a lather as I can. That way, it's not quite as exfoliant on my face. Because, like I said, the particles are fairly large. Because this is a physical exfoliant. And I'm just running it all over my face. Now, I don't put this on my eyes. The rice polish, I feel like, could be gentle enough, but I still don't. But that's me, because I have extremely sensitive skin. Okay. And I'm just working it in. I'm being supervised by my cat. He likes to join me in the bathroom. Okay. And like in a normal world when you guys aren't here, I'm usually shirt off and I wash kind of down low, even like all the way. So in any case, I do have some left over my hands, so I will rinse it off. I watch my cat stretch himself on the wall like a good little baby. And I'm just rinsing out my wash rag really, really well again. I really wish my water would get warm, but it's not happening. So, I am just wiping this off kind of gently, even though I'm still going to get red. Also, any music that you may hear in the background, I do not own the rights to. So, just saying. And I also understand that I do not like the best without makeup. I don't know if anybody really feels comfortable without makeup. I mean, there's some women that are truly blessed and have beautiful skin and beautiful faces. And this is just what I look like without makeup. Like, no brows, no nothing. So, there it is. Okay, and I'm actually going to rinse my face off a little bit more because I'm still feeling a little bit of the oil left over. Maybe not oil, but some of the soap left over. Again, that's probably partially because you are supposed to have more warm water to remove it with. But our water comes from the exact opposite end of our house, and it takes like a solid 5 minutes to heat up all the way over here. Which is crazy. I'm eating my hair. It's just terrible and annoying, but that's okay. Looked like I had a beard for a hot sec. Okay. That's all off. Yay! I do use one thing that is not Tatcha right now, and I use it because I have sensitive skin and I like it. I'll grab it. I'll be right back. And I mentioned it before, but I've been particularly sensitive recently. And it's the CAMELLIA or CAMELLIA grape water. I love it. I think it just refreshes my face, and I swear whenever my skin is irritated, it just kind of calms it down. So I spray that. I don't know why I needed that sound, but there it was. Okay, so now I'm going to use the essence, and I use probably a little bit more liberal of an amount than most people would probably use, especially at the price that it is, but I got it much cheaper, so I'll just try to use a normal amount, which is like a few drops. I still used quite a bit more, sorry. And this, literally, the texture is like water. Now, they do have this spout on it that makes it a little bit slower to pour, which I'm very grateful for. At first, I was like, how am I going to use this? What does this do? How does this work? So just be careful when you're tipping it, because it is very, very, very thin. It is just like pouring out water. So I just take this in my palms. I kind of work it. I guess the clap wasn't necessary. And then I kind of pat it onto my face and neck. And normally I'd take it down further. And then I do the tops of my hands. And anything that might be left, throw on the elbows. Okay. So I will put the lid on that. I make weird sounds. Please just disregard them. Okay. Next, I'm going to take the eye cream. This is the Ageless eye cream. Okay. I probably take more than I should, which is probably why I get Millia underneath my eye. All right, I'm going to start a better pattern right now. I'm going to have the amount that I have. Because I also take a little bit above my mouth. So in fact, I'll just put a dollop there. Okay. And then the rest, I know you're supposed to use your ring finger, but I go very gently with my middle. And I know you're supposed to tap gently, because this area is super sensitive. And it wrinkles very, very easily. But you see how I do it. Okay. I put the excess around my mouth and nose. Actually, tomorrow is 3 years that I have not smoked. So I try really hard to especially get around my mouth. Because I used to be a heavy, heavy smoker. I loved Marlboro Reds. I would have smoked until the day I died, but I really don't want my kids to see it. They never saw me smoke ever. I don't want them to see it. I don't want them to think it's normal. I don't want them to think I condone it. If you're a smoker, I'm not judging you at all. My grandma, before her heart surgery, she smoked like 2 packs of Marlboro Red 100s a day. But for me, it's just, I don't want them to think it's normal. I don't want them to grow up seeing that. It is very harmful for you, but I digress. So now I'm going to use some of the silk cream, and I took a dollop on my middle finger, and I'm going to split it. And I'm going to dollop, 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 dollop. That sounds like dollop, 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 dollop. In any case, then from there, I will just gently rub in. This has a very thin consistency, and it is very, I'm trying to think of the word. It's thin, but it almost feels like there's dimethicone on it because it's so smooth on your skin. And it's just super soft. Very luxe feeling. Which is good, because if you pay full price for that, you hope it would feel luxe. I love their packaging. I do wish it was more like Drunk Elephants, just because it is not exposed to air. I'm sure there's ways to expose the Drunk Elephant packaging to air, but I like it because you can push down on it and the amount that you need comes out. So that's nice. It takes the guesswork out of it, and then it's more clean when you're using it. Now, these have spoons, but I'm just never going to be a spoon person. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. They're beautiful. I love the way they look, but give me a pump. Okay, the very last thing that I do is, well, not all the time. Sometimes I end my skin routine with some of the oil, but I use that very sparingly, just because I'm kind of combo skin besides being sensitive. So the gold oil is something I only use in times where my skin is very, very dry and not in my T-zone at all, because even though this feels dry occasionally, it almost like, I don't know, it gets greasy still. Anyway, so oil on the grease, I'm like, eh. You should still moisturize even if you have oily skin. No matter what anybody says, putting moisturizer on your oily type of skin is not going to make you more oily. In fact, usually if you're oily, it's because your skin is needing more moisture. So, in any case, I took some of the neck cream on my fingers, and I'm just going to smooth it upward. I'm dabbing it on, then smoothing up. I do also have a jade roller that I use in my drawer next to my bed. I like it for lymphatic drainage. I don't know, I feel like my skin looks better once I roll. But I will not be doing that here for you tonight. In any case, then from there I would usually put on a lip balm of sorts, but I think my cat stole it. To be honest with you, I don't have a Tatcha one. I really would love to try. I think they've got a Kissu one, and then there's another one, the CAMELLIA Gold one. I'd love to try either one of those, but I don't have it. I have been using off and on this agave one, but I feel like the texture on my lips makes me squicked out after a little bit. It gets kind of gummy. That was a weird face, but that's okay. Now I do have the other one, which is, it's a lip mask, so I guess why not? You're here, I'm here, why not? I'll put some of this on. This doesn't feel gross after a little bit, so that'll do. Now this is a little harder to use, especially when it's not warmed up. Like in Indiana, it's really cold right now. So the texture of the product itself is thicker until you work it in. Also, sometimes I would use a lip scrub before doing this, but I didn't. I don't know why. In any case, I really hope that this was helpful to you guys, and please be kind with my bare face because I know it's not perfect. I'm not young. I am 32, which is not old, but it's not young. And, you know, I had a rough few years. I was sick for a really long time. I'm still not healed. I still will probably always be chronically ill to a degree. Not to agree. I will always be chronically ill, but some days and sometimes are worse than others. Unfortunately, today's been a really rough day, so please be kind because I feel it everywhere. It's just rough. Anyway, you guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe, and ring the bell. I hope everybody has a great night, and I hope we all get like the perfect 7 hours of sleep.